Check this out. Use this 40-35 method that I use to get the biggest pump ever and build muscle for specific muscle groups that you want to grow. All right, so check this out. This conversation about, time at attention and whether it matters and doesn't matter, the arguments have been left and right, but I want to kind of share with you, again, with time at attention, like certain times that develop what? Meaning, if we go less than 10 seconds, that's the highest strength relative to muscle growth, right? Think about your 2, 3, 4 reps, right? Again, you're gonna get stronger. By the way, you're gonna build muscle too, right? We know that, I would say that mechanical tension is the biggest driver of building muscle, right? So that's under 10 seconds. 10 to 20 seconds is the highest strength with moderate muscle building, right? When we look at time at attention. Now, this is all relative to still getting close to failure, right? Being within like a couple of reps of failure. That 20 to 30 seconds is fairly equal, right? So 20 to 30 seconds time at attention, challenging, fairly equal strength and muscle gains. Then we got 30 to 40, high muscle, relative strength gains, right? So that's usually where people are gonna stay like challenging rep ranges in that 30 to 40 second rep range if they wanna have more muscle but still get relative strength gains. Then you got the 40 to 70, which is highest muscle growth to relative strength. Me personally, I like that 5 to 10 rep range is like the best for building muscle. But again, I'm gonna show you this method and we'll talk about it a little bit. And then over 70 seconds is kind of modest muscle and definitely not great for, I will get strength gains. That's why we don't use it a lot, except for certain pump stuff here and there, metabolic stress. Now, the 40-35 method is something that I learned from Christian Thibodeau. And again, this is something that we're gonna use towards the end of the training session. I like this with machines, with isolation exercises. I'm gonna do it on a cable chest fly today and show you an example. What it is like, we're gonna do 40 seconds of time and attention with about a 65% of your max load, right? But then there's only gonna be a 30-second break, and we're gonna do 5 rounds of that, right? So at the beginning, by the way, you can use whatever. Here's the rules, right? At the beginning, I might go 3-second eccentric with a fast up, right? And maybe that whole first set, I'm gonna be able to handle that. But then there's only gonna be a 30-second break. So now the second set is gonna become more challenging. Now I might resort to like regular tempo reps. And when I can't do it anymore, I can just do pauses in certain positions. I can do partials, right? Again, towards the end of these rounds, and I'm not gonna do the full 5, I'll probably do 2 to 3 so you guys can see how it works. Yeah, man, there's no way I'm gonna do control tempos in round 4 or 5, right? I might have to do pauses, isometrics in certain positions, just partial reps. But either way, I'm getting 40 seconds of time and attention. This is gonna be one of the biggest pumps you'll ever have, and clients feel great doing this towards the end. And we found some pretty damn great gains with this specific method as well. Now, when I shared with you the different percentages, what Dave Tate taught me was just like, hey, pick one of those ranges. So let's say you want equal strength and muscle, the 20 to 30 second rep range, right? And stay in that one, right? So just put a timer on. And even with that modality, what you do, you put a timer on. If you can't do specific things anymore, you just hold partial, you do partials, you do isometrics. So that's been a great strategy that I've used. But I'm gonna show you the 40-35 in play here. And we're gonna do about 2 sets, right? So let's start here. Let's look at the timer. It's about 40. There we go. All right, so here, I'm gonna do control 3 to 4 seconds.
Maybe when you guys get back.
Again, that first set, I can handle this. Now again, I can do whatever I want to, so I can go stretch position, do a little iso. So we got 10 more seconds.
Yeah, they do. Burn the past.
So pretty challenging. Here's the kicker, 30-second break. All right, so I'm looking at the timer. This is gonna go by really fast. So that second set, I'm probably not gonna be able to do that. So I'm gonna start with regular reps, and then maybe I'll do a bunch of pauses. Maybe I'm gonna do a bunch of partials, right? Let's see. We got 10 more seconds. This is where it gets spicy. Again, from round 3, 4 to 5 is really where this gets juicy. All right, so we're gonna go regular tempo. So I might pause here. Whew. Again, we just want that time and attention. Ooh, man, I'm past halfway. Whew. Again, ISOing. I got 10 more seconds. Maybe I do some partials. And I do a pause. 3, 2, 1. So you can kind of see how this goes, right? I'd have 3 more sets. And man, the pump is already crazy. So in that next set, what might I do? I may just start doing long eccentrics, punching up, pausing to hold ISO at the top, getting 3 or 4 reps. Now, with this weight, what I'm realizing is that maybe I should go down just a little bit to make the 5 challenging. But again, I could just be doing partials for half at a time and just using that pause. I'm telling you right now, it's like one of the biggest pumps that you'll ever have. And again, I just chose this specific exercise for chest. You could be doing this for arms, tricep, biceps. Again, I like isolation exercises. For example, a great one for quads and hamstrings, quad extensions, it's leg extension, hamstring curls, right? You can really play around with this. Again, this is gonna be added to me, for my clients, usually at the end of the training session, right? So 40, 30, 5 method, try it out in your training. And think about what I said about those different kind of times under tension, what you can pick, because I like setting the timer, so again, to change things up in a training block, we might set the timer for 20 to 30 seconds and go through that challenging load for somebody, right? Building strength and muscle, and it's gonna be different, and we've seen really good results with this. So for more tips like this to look, feel, perform like an athlete without the nagging aches and pains, make sure to subscribe to this channel.